My name is Lisa Marie Oliveira. I'm currently from Georgetown, Massachusetts. I knew Beth from school up until her untimely death. Beth was the type of girl most people strive to be, outgoing, friendly, and always nice to everyone she met. She had an enormous amount of friends because of who she was. She will always hold a special place in my heart.
Shannon Goodwin Hurley from Hazel. Beth and I actually went to high school together, and my fondest memory of Beth is her wonderful friendship and her infectious smile, something that always lingers in my head.
Shannon Dustin. I've known Beth since the day she was born. She was my bright, beautiful cousin, and I will always love her. I miss you so much, Beth.
Hi, my name is Linda Frechette Koenig. I knew Beth because we were in the same class at Pentucket Regional High School, and I think my favorite memory, my most fondest, is sitting in German class with Beth and passing notes on our hard-covered, paperback-covered books in German and trying to understand what each other meant. It was fun and mostly around what boys were wearing, so that always makes me smile. Thanks for the opportunity. Bye.
This is Charity Eastman. I'm living in North Carolina, Statesville. I went to school with Beth Brodie, Pentucket, as a matter of fact. And she was a wonderful, wonderful person. That is what I think I admired about her most, was how big her heart was. She will be greatly, greatly missed. Bye.
Hi, my name is Erin O'Leary Vaccaro. I now live in Willits, California. I knew Beth from high school. She was a friend and also a member of my cheerleading squad. She was my teammate. Something that makes me smile when I think of Beth is that we shared the same birthday, October 10th. And I remember joking and laughing and thinking how neat it was that we shared that same birthday. I've long admired Beth's smile and her open heart and her friendly, kind, and generous nature. I think of her often, and I miss her. Thank you.
Hi, this is Jennifer Barlow. I live in Merrimack, Massachusetts, and I was Beth's computer programming teacher. I just wanted to share that it was a very difficult time for Pentucket. I know all of her teachers were saddened by her death. I remember her being a very quiet student, but she was also a very hard worker. What was really wonderful is she always had a positive attitude. If she was having problems, she didn't let it bother her. The last time that I saw Beth, she was actually waiting for a ride home with Dawn after cheering practice, and I do remember how much cheering meant to her. I think of her often. I walk by the display case with her uniform in it every day, and I also several times during the year I walk by the gym and I see the butterfly mural, which just makes me remember Beth and what a special young lady she was. And thank you to everyone for all that you're doing in Beth's memory. Bye-bye.
Sabrina Lane Lucas, Ohio, and I knew Beth through school. If I had to use one word to describe Beth, I would say genuine. There are so many other words that describe her too, but to me, this sums up everything. The type of friend she was, the type of daughter she was, her spirit, her soul, and everything else. I was just really getting to start to spend time with her outside of school when she was taken from us. We had only just started having classes together our freshman year, but our moms worked together and were friends. So I guess that's where it started. I remember she was super excited to have made the cheerleading squad and be able to cheer with her sister that football season. I had talked to her about cheering and what it was like, and she convinced me that I should try out that winter season. I was really looking forward to cheering with her, but I would never get the chance. I remember the days after she was killed, waiting to see her by her locker, always trying to lift people up when they were down, her smiling face when she greeted you, and staring at that empty seat in the front of the classroom. I remember how empty it felt knowing that she was never going to be there again, feeling so sad for her family and others because we would never get to see what she would achieve, how she was going to make a difference in the world, or how great she could have become if she was just given the chance. No parent should ever have to bury a child and then relive the nightmare of why over again. And for that, I wish there was something more I could do. Just know that my heart is aching for the Brodies and that my family and I love you. And to Beth, every time I see a butterfly, I smile and think of you and know you're looking down, watching over all of us. Always remember you are forever loved and missed, and most definitely never forgotten. Love you.
My name is Michael Duvall. Grew up about a half mile up the street from Beth. Knew everyone in the class. I think we were in grade school together from, I don't even remember when, to all the way. I think we were in every school picture, every school trip. And there isn't a time when I don't remember having her as part of our class. And she was probably one of the best of us. I would say that she was one of the kindest, one of the gentlest, one of the most honest. And when I think back of the time when I grew up, I kind of remember her as being one of the best ones of the whole group. I can remember playing in the back of Bagnal during recess and seeing her sit on the stoop, kind of giggling and laughing with some of her friends and all the guys that we grew up with kind of running around in front, and just thinking about how nice of a person she really was and how pretty much from start to finish she just had nothing terrible to say. And I think we should all strive to be more like her.
My name is Benjamin Hodges. I'm living in Georgetown, Massachusetts now, and I lived in Groveland for most of my life and grew up and had the privilege of growing up with Beth. We both went to Bagnal Elementary School together and Pentucket Middle School together, and I remember being in her class in 6th grade, and one of my fondest memories of Beth growing up in 6th grade is I remember I used to have a crush on her, and I remember handing a note to her friend Jamie to give to her to see if she would go with me and go on the rides and things like that at Canterbury Lake Park. And I remember getting the note back with a circle of yes and how excited I was. And I remember that day still like it was yesterday, going to Canterbury Lake and riding on the rides with her and her friends and just enjoying having that time together. And a couple of times, exchanging those phone calls with her in 6th grade where we probably only said about 2 or 3 words to each other. Even though we were on the phone for probably an hour or so. I'll just always remember that. And that's my memory of Beth, and really hope she's shining down on all of us right now.
Hi, everyone. My name is Kim Bolio-Whitcoast, and I grew up in Grover, Massachusetts. I spent most of my childhood on Fairview Circle with the Brodie family. 3 years ago, my husband and I and my 2 children moved to Milford, Michigan. The memories I have of Beth and her family are overwhelming and are all filled with love and joy. I was like one of them. I remember so many great fun times, making up dances, having sleepovers, having fun cookouts with so many people. All us girls thought we were professional gymnasts in addition to fabulous dance choreographers. Kelly, Dawn, and Beth have been my sisters my whole life. We used to walk to the Groveland Center and maybe just get lucky enough to cross the bridge into Haverhill and get French fries. And how fun was it to walk through the backyard and end up in the manor where more awesome friends lived. Beth had a smile that was infectious. She loved school, her family, and friends, and her dogs very much. I thought she was either going to be a doctor or a teacher someday. She loved to learn, and I admire that about her because all I wanted to do was have fun. She loved her big brother Sean for sure, and always wondering where he was and what he was doing. She cared so much about everyone. I know she is doing some serious work up there in heaven, and I know she's looking down on us all the time. The butterflies are always near me like she knows I need her. Beth makes me a better friend and a better mother. I'm so thankful for everyone's love and support back then and right now. I pray every day that justice for Beth will happen, and I ask you to do the same. We love you, Brodie family. Big hugs and kisses from Kim, John, Ethan, and Julia.
Hi, my name is Patty Brodie Bahanis. Of course, I come from Groveland, but I now live in Cocoa, Florida. And to Beth, I was just auntie. She was a beautiful person inside and out, quiet, reserved, lovable. I don't think she ever gave her parents any grief. I remember her being so excited when she made the cheerleading squad. Her and Dawn were very close, and she wanted to be a cheerleader just like her big sister. She had a certain desire that I'm sure she could have achieved anything she put her mind to. She was taken away from us way too soon. If people can be angels on earth, Beth was certainly an angel. God bless you, honey. Love you always. Auntie.